Hi, I'm John. My dad and I love motorbikes. However, we never got to ride together, and in 2020, I lost Dad to cancer. I was devastated and lost my way a little. That wasn't until I had a great idea. I would take the memory of my dad on a motorcycle journey around the coast of Great Britain, and whilst doing it, I would raise money for the hospice that looked after my dad. So here's my journey. Just me, myself, and my dad. Here's what happened.
Every morning I do this, although this one is a really long walk. Alright guys, so I officially welcome you to day 16. I just shot my little morning routine there of everything that I do. Oh, got worn out now, like carrying the gear. So we're currently in Barry Island, which is just outside of Cardiff, and we're going all the way down to Bideford, which is in North Devon. So 173 miles. We are going to be taking in all sorts of joyous roads today. It's going to be a real mixed bag. So the beginning bit will be through Cardiff and whatnot, and of course that's obviously a city. and so, you know, that will bring its own joys, I'm sure, with our little circular friend here, but you never know, might be alright. The route looks simple enough. So 7:10 says the Seiko Monster. If you're into watches, you'll know what that is. Yeah, through Cardiff, and then on the M4 over the really big bridge back into England, which is cool. And then down the M5. Well, I'm going to take in Portishead and stuff first, and then I'm going to hit the M5. M5 for a decent distance as well. I'm not going to be on it for a short amount of time. I'm going to blast down it all the way to North Devon, really, and then I'm going to cut into North Devon and have me a nice ride on the North Devon coast, which is going to be, I have no doubt, glorious. A bit like the sunrise. Look at that. Another beautiful sunrise in Wales. Gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good on the bike this morning. Texaco. I wonder if it's open for fuel, first of all, which is annoying if it is. But I wonder if I could get a sandwich. Do you know what? It bloody well is open. Oh well, the thing is I don't need fuel at the moment, and places aren't open later in the day, so it's still worthwhile doing what I did. Is it open or is it closed? I'm just going to go double check. So it's great news. So if nothing's open later, I have super noodles for dinner and I've got a ham and cheese sandwich for lunch. So if nothing else, I've got a little something. Oh, that's better. I'll tell you how much difference that makes.
Hey guys, so just outside the M4 now, and just to make sure that I am safe, I've just lashed down my fuel can just a bit more. So I've just got this 2-day kind of goes around and under my bag, so that's good. But something disappointing has happened. I've realised that my microphone wasn't plugged in, so from getting a sandwich all the way to here, I won't know till I edit it, but I assume pretty high possibility I'm not going to have any talking. So just to summarise, I went through Cardiff. Well, actually, just to summarise, I gave a summary saying I've got a sandwich and pot noodle, which is good. So I've got food for today. So it doesn't matter what happens with shops being closed and stuff. I'm okay, so that's good. I also summarised Cardiff, and I went through Cardiff, but I actually went round Cardiff. And then after Cardiff, I went through lots of other really dodgy looking areas, which was gross and horrible compared to the rest of Wales. Oh my god. Yeah, just about to go on the M4, go over a nice bridge, and get back into England, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Job done. Let's go. Incidentally, this place is where they brew Budweiser and Stella Artois here in the UK, by the looks of it. Right, where are we going? London, baby! We're not going to London, but we're going in that general direction. Right, here we go. Let's do some motorway. Let's do some highway. Here we go. This is the Prince of Wales Bridge, which, ironically, probably misnamed now. So I've done 106 miles on this tank now, so I just pulled over to change GoPro battery and stuff. I'm just outside of Minehead, but I've decided I'm actually going to fill up here, so I'm just going to do quick fuel stuff with the new jerry can and fill up this tank, and we'll be on our merry way. But I'll see you in a bit. Let's fill this thing up.
a little town called Watchet, and that holds some significance for me, that place, because it's I used to do a martial art, Japanese martial art called Iaido, or Iai for short, and we used to have gradings there once a year. It's a little bit out of the way, but for whatever reason we had like a big national seminar there. Iai, or Iaido, is drawing and cutting with a sword, so it's like a Japanese longsword, samurai sword. And I got quite good at that martial art. I did it for, I don't know, must have been 15, 16 something years. I did it for a long time, and you know, it was always something that I really enjoyed. And I got to my 4th dan, which is like the 4th black belt, if you like, which was good. And yeah, I had my own school. I taught and represented the country a couple of times. But in the end, I just it all got a bit, as these clubs and sports and stuff do, they get a bit political, don't they? Like you have certain people that basically just live for the for that thing. They have nothing else in their life, so that thing becomes the most important thing, and then they have to be head of the committee and head of this and head of that, and everything has to revolve around. So I don't know, it all gets a bit silly. And there was lots of people who did a lot of this, and actually I don't know, I didn't enjoy it in the end. My school that I belonged to, which was called Shinbukan, it was great. I mean, my teacher, oh gosh, I really must get back in touch with him. I haven't spoken to him in a long time. But he was a lovely guy, and gosh, he really shaped me as a person, that's for sure. I miss him, and I miss the whole club, to be honest, our little clan. They used to call us the Shinbukan Mafia because we were such a big club. My old teacher, my sensei, he was like a magnet. He just drew people to him. And oh my god, was he good at EI. Oh my word. He used to do kendo, and yeah, I imagine he was pretty savage with kendo. But yeah, I do really miss it. I keep thinking to myself, maybe I'll go back and maybe I'll start it again. But the truth is, if you're going to do something like that, you do it properly, and you give it all of your attention. You go to all the seminars and do all the travelling and stuff. And I just don't have the passion for it anymore. And that's what you need with anything. I mean, it's like this motorcycle trip I'm doing. You can't do something like this if you don't have a passion to do it. Simple. And with EI, I lost the passion for it, which is a shame, because I really love the people, and a lot of that club were very much like my family, extended family. But I'll always be grateful for EI and Shinbukan and my teacher, because you know, for what it's given me in my life, and the confidence it's given me. So, okay, this is Minehead. So yeah, Dad and I actually came here together. We came mountain biking to Exmoor. We camped right on the River Ex. I assume I'll ride to Exmoor in a moment. I hope so anyway. I can't remember what I've done with my route. But yeah, we came here anyway, and yeah, had a great time. Like, mountain biking around all this area is lovely. There's lots of interesting places to see. It's not a very modern mountain biking experience with like trail centres and what have you. It's a bit more old fashioned, a bit more orienteering, and you know, just finding your way around the countryside. Yeah, we had a great time here. Absolutely lovely. You start the ride in Minehead by going up that massive head over there by the sea. And oh my gosh, that's a massive hill. We were very worn out straight away. but then you sort of go into Exmoor. Yeah, it's a very beautiful part of the world. We had a great time actually. It's, I think I might have said in another video, but that's the trip when, you know, my dad was just riding too fast everywhere, and I kept telling him off, and then I was the one who kind of fell off my bike when I was going quite slow. Which he found very, very funny. Yeah, we both fell off quite a lot that day actually. Yeah, we used to have some good times. I was very lucky with Dad. He was a great dad. I think it's the thing. If I had children, I'd want to take them places. I want to be active. I'm lucky enough to have kids. Take them on little adventures. Okay, it looks like we've got some rain. Raining on our parade, so I might break out the waterproofs, because my jeans obviously are not waterproof. But now you join me in Lynmouth. Yeah, it's like a twin village, Lynmouth and Linton. And so this is Lynmouth down here in the gorge. And then Linton is up the top of the hill. And apparently when this area below the gorge got as built up as it possibly can be, Linton was created up above, you know, for more space. So this is the gorge and stuff, and it really is beautiful here. There's lots of little cafes and B&Bs, this tiny little harbour. Doesn't look like it's been used for fishing for a long time, but it really is very beautiful here. And then I don't know if you can see it, if I come over this way, you can see the like the hill train up the side of the hill here. We're going to have a closer look in a minute. But that's actually fed by both gravity and water. There's water tanks up the top, and it allows the train to go up and down that hill and connects Lynmouth to Linton. I've only actually got 50 miles left to go now on my journey today, so hopefully I'll be finished at a fairly reasonable time. So yeah, with that, let's just have a look around this town. Yeah, and then we'll hit the road again. Go see if we can't check into our hotel a little earlier than usual. Let's go. stop here in Lynmouth. But I got talking to loads of nice people. There's a guy with the GS, always. He come from Western-super-Mare. Didn't catch his name. But seemed like a nice guy. Then had a nice chat with Ralph and Rini from the Mercedes-Benz Club. I think they're from Taunton. Oh, look at this. Choose a gear, John. Oh, goodness me. This is steep. Yeah. Oh, goodness me. I can smell the clutch on the bike. Goodness. Oh, that's stinky. And another guy came by and while I was talking to Ralph and Rini, and said, are you responsible for this? Pointing at the VanVan. And I said, oh, yep. He goes, I love it. They used to make something called an RV125. I said, yeah, this is an RV125. And then I said, but you're probably thinking of like the 70s beach bike version with the big balloon front and back tyres. And he said, no, it's not that old. Okay, well, let's call it 90s. I'm polite. And he goes, yeah, right, maybe. But no, nice chat with lots of people. But Ralph and Rini, they've been married 54 years. And I said to them, what's the secret? I said to Ralph, yeah, what's the secret? Been married for that long. And he goes, I behave myself. And then he goes, no, the secret really is just to be lucky. And then he says, she's very lucky. Absolutely cracked me up. Nice to meet friendly people. That was funny. Anyway, 50 miles to go. Or less than that now because I've been jabbering for a bit. And yeah, onwards we go to Bideford. Around these very, very cool roads. Checked in. It's a Premier Inn. It's decent. You know what you're going to get. But because I've arrived so early, I mean it's only it's only just gone 3:30. It gives me a bit of time to sort out my bike because the chain. I mean, check this out. It's done this again. So the chain is. It's no big deal. This happens. I actually only tightened it a couple of days ago, but I think. All the roads in Wales, South Wales, were very... It just stretches the chain. And on a single cylinder, it just happens a lot anyway, so... That's okay. Let's do some bike maintenance, and then I'll do some John maintenance, and then I'll look for some food. Here we go.
guys, so it's now the evening. I've had my dinner, I did some bike maintenance, I sorted out all my chain, tightened it up, lubed it, cleaned it, made a bit of a mess of the car park because of all the grease and degreaser and everything else, so sorry Premier Inn, but needs must. Naughty boy. Anyway, so today was a bit of a crazy day, so got a very early start, and obviously being Queen's funeral and bank holiday and everything else, I just shot through South Wales. Like, it went so fast. I don't know, I was like a hot knife through butter. But yeah, I just got through South Wales really quick, and I'm pleased I did, actually, because it wasn't very nice, was it? But some of that was clearly my fault. I mean, the way I did my route, obviously I thought I went through the nice waterfront area of Cardiff, but I didn't. I went through the industrial area, which was really dodgy. So much litter everywhere, so much rubbish everywhere. Real surprise. But anyway, it doesn't even matter. I shot through there really quick, and then I got to the M4, went over the Prince of Wales Bridge, which was good. Love me a bridge, as you probably guessed by now. But then did a little bit of coastal stuff around Portishead and stuff, but then hit the M5. Very, very swift progress down the M5. Kind of lucky there that, it was like the bank holiday, so I didn't really have much traffic, so I just shot down there. I found myself in North Devon before you knew it, and it was, things got a lot more interesting then, and had quite a nice time going around Lynmouth. It was a really beautiful place. I don't think I've been there before. It was very nice. And then all like Ilfracombe, Woolacombe, Croyd, Saunton. I've been surfing all around there before. It's quite nice around there. But of course everything's closed at the moment anyway. But wasn't Woolacombe funny? All that traffic. So it was just like where the car park was closed and everything was closed, loads of people still wanted to go down there because make the most of this bank holiday. Obviously didn't want to watch the funeral or whatever, so they went out and they couldn't get parked, so it caused this massive queue of traffic. But yeah, it was quite easy then to get back to Bideford and get checked into this place, and got here nice and early so I could do everything that I needed to do, which is fantastic. So I can have a bit of an early night. So again, just really tired. I think I'm just tired generally now. I think I'm just quite fatigued. Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh, my pocket thing just lost me and went a bit funny. Anyway, we're back. So just feeling a bit fatigued anyway from the trip. I think I'm ready for it to kind of end now. So I've only got 3 days left, and unfortunately 2 of them are big days. Tomorrow's a big day. The next day is a big day. My last day is a very small day, so I'm actually looking forward to my last day. But the next 2 days, they're going to be very, very action packed. A lot's going to happen in the next 2 days, but they're going to be big days. So but I'm looking forward to it. The last 3 days of this trip are going to be good, so it's all good. But I'm ready for it to finish now. Yeah. Don't think I'm ready to go back to work yet. But I'm ready for this trip to finish. But with this change perspective, and I'll show you where I've been today. Okay guys, so here's our map of Great Britain. And we started off all the way down here in Barry. By the way, sorry for this big shadow. It's just the way it goes with these spotlights we got. But hopefully we can persevere. So we kind of came up from Barry up the coast to under Cardiff. We came underneath. We didn't really go to Cardiff, we're underneath it. And then all the way up here to like Newport. At which point we kind of then picked up the M4 up here and went across the Prince of Wales Bridge here. So that was good fun. And then we came down, it was the M something, but then we came down past Avonmouth and Portishead,
And then after Portishead, we kind of picked up the M5 again, which came all the way down to Bridgewater. And then from Bridgewater, we kind of turned off then and made a bit of a beeline all the way up here to sort of Minehead as we start to get into Exmoor National Park and North Devon. So it's all Quantock Hills here, Exmoor National Park. And then it was a case of then just literally following all the North Devon coast here all the way up, and we got Lynmouth here, which we stopped at, which was really good. I put next there because that was just great. And then followed around. We went past kind of Coombe Martin here, Ilfracombe, Croyd, and all the way down to Sawton Sands. And then it's a case of coming back on ourselves to Barnstaple, and then we found our way down at Bideford. So made this little zigzag at the end. All in all, it was 177 miles. Fairly decent ride. Probably not one of my favourite days, but we made cracking progress and did see some really nice things on this coast up here. I really can't wait to go surfing and stuff again up here, but that'll happen again soon at some point, I am sure. But with that, I think we'll call it a day, because I'm getting more and more tired as these things go on. But yeah, I think it's just the fatigue setting in, I think. But anyway, as always, give it a thumbs up if you like this video. If you really loved it, subscribe. Why not? We've got a few more episodes still to come, and they're going to be pretty wild. You know, we're really going to get out there with the next few episodes. I think it's going to be tough going. Over 200 miles a day, very, very small, twisty roads, lots of undulation tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of hills. I've been to some of these places before, and there's a lot of hills, so the little VanVan's going to be screaming a lot tomorrow. The poor thing. But anyway, with that, I will bid you farewell, folks, and I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.